3, count 'em, 3 shows every Tuesday, probably at least until WrestleMania-ish, that we'll be talking about on Tuesday Night Live. And that continues this week. No exception. SmackDown, Mixed Match Challenge, 205 Live, all happened tonight. And here are our thoughts, concerns, comments, pleas for mercy.
All those things.
About those. But before we do any of that, just tell us what happened.
All right, we'll do that. So we open up SmackDown with some issues between AJ Styles and Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon, and that turned into 2 singles matches that we'd have later. The first one was Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler.
Which happened actually immediately.
Yes, Kevin Owens defeating Dolph Ziggler after a slight distraction by Sami Zayn, a super kick to the back of the head, and easily pinning Dolph Ziggler. Jinder Mahal gave us Bobby Roode's personal SmackDown Live top 10, which was strange.
I think Bobby Roode's reaction was like, bitch, I don't need a top 10.
Exactly. Shane and Daniel Bryan had some more disagreements as per usual, and that's where Shane decided that Randy Orton was the one who was going to get a United States title shot against Bobby Roode at Fastlane. So that's happening now.
Oh, what do you bet Jinder Mahal's going to get involved?
Oh, I can almost guarantee it. The Riot Squad defeated Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Naomi in a 6-women tag team match, with Ruby Riott hitting the Riot Kick on Becky Lynch. And yeah, Ruby kind of sending back the same message that Charlotte's been sending the last couple weeks. And now, next week, we'll be getting Ruby versus Naomi one-on-one. And officially at Fastlane, Ruby Riott will challenge for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We also had the New Day defeat Benjamin and Gable once again to earn a tag team title shot at Fastlane. So they will face their longtime rivals, the Usos. And then the Bludgeon Brothers came out and destroyed a couple of dudes.
Yeah, did we get their names?
Nope. They weren't out there long enough for us to get names.
Yeah. New Day might be the number 1 contenders come Fastlane. But I if the Bludgeon Brothers continue on this path, I feel like they might be the champions by the time Fastlane rolls around.
Mark that in your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Hawk said something nice about the Bludgeon Brothers.
I mean... Just I'm not subjectively it's nice, I guess.
It's the most positive thing you've said since their debut. So I'm going to count that as a win for the Bludgeon Brothers, as well as their win over the Jobbers. And then in the main event, AJ Styles defeated Baron Corbin with a fucking awesome, phenomenal forearm. And then there was an attack from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and all sorts of craziness. With, I believe, Baron Corbin actually standing tall at the end, hitting an end of days on both Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, he ended both of their days.
Yes. Then in the mixed match challenge, the Road Warriors, Charlotte and Bobby Roode defeated Apollo Crews and Nia Jax, despite some outside interference from Titus Worldwide.
Yeah, it's really weird because, and this is like the one way I wish that like they would have tweaked the match a little bit, is Dana kept interfering, and the interferences kept working. But then Nia would get mad at them for interfering, thus negating the advantage that they gained by the interference.
Yeah.
Nia, you need to be a heel that makes more sense.
Nia's a powerful heel. That makes perfect sense. She don't need Dana Brooke crunching numbers on Charlotte's ankle. She can just crush Charlotte's ankle by herself.
Crunching ankle numbers.
Yeah, so Charlotte hit a moonsault on Nia, taking her out as Bobby Roode stopped a moonsault from Apollo Crews and hit the glorious DDT. And then next week, we're going to get the first match of the second round where Boss Club takes on Asuka. And then on 205 Live, we continued and ended the first round of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament with Buddy Murphy advancing over Arya Daivari with a pump-handle Death Valley driver. We also had a non-tournament match with Revolution defeating Evan Daniels and Corazon Delgado. And in the final match of the first round, Mustafa Ali clinched the final spot by defeating Jack Gallagher, coming back very Seth Rollins-esque.
Yeah, from last night's Raw. And so, much like Mixed Match Challenge, next week we're going to start the second round of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament.
Yes.
Well, I didn't realize how close these two tournaments started at the same time and how they're progressing.
Yeah.
at almost the exact same rate.
Yeah, so next week we get the first two matches. That'll be TJP versus Cedric Alexander and Roderick Strong versus Kalisto. And then the following week we will get Drew Gulak versus Mandrews and Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali.
I'm really excited for Roderick Strong versus Kalisto.
I'm excited for all of these matches.
For Roderick Strong to be facing somebody who's actually physically smaller than him.
Yeah.
I think it unlocks just a secret extra level of backbreakers that you don't normally see them pull out.
Fancier backbreakers.
Yeah. Fanciest backbreakers.
Fanciest. All right, with that being
he's
said...
backbreakers, fancy backbreakers, fancy herb backbreakers, fanciest backbreakers. And he can only do these ones to the small people.
Yeah, now he gets flippy.
Yeah.
Flippy backbreakers.
Yeah. Shit.
Flippin' backbreakers. What'd you like about Tuesday?
Titus got pushed over. That was funny.
Yeah, and I knew that'd be on one of your positive things. I was really hoping for a Samoan drop, but making him look like an ass is just as good.
Yeah. There was that. Ziggler and Owens had a really, really good match.
Yes, they did.
I'm gonna put that on the column too.
That's gonna be your like column.
Yeah. What about you?
I liked the body slam train that the Bludgeon Brothers came out with this week.
Yeah.
Where they body slam one person on the ground, then body slam that partner onto the person, and then Rowan body slammed Harper onto both people. Yeah, that was a fun little addition to their arsenal.
It's just see how many different ways they can offensively use a body slam.
Yeah. And I also really liked AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin. That was my match of the night until another match. But yeah, I loved AJ Styles being shoved over the announce table, back rolling, landing, jumping back over, and then hitting a forearm into the ring was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was such a cool moment. I mean, AJ, obviously you expect stuff like that from AJ.
Absolutely.
But it's still surprising when he can pull off things that fast and so without any hesitation and nothing to stop him.
It's because we have seen, and I mean this does it's not because he can't pull off fast moves and super as intricate spots as he did like in 2004 when he was at the height of when he was in early NWA TNA, where he was the
inception of the X Division.
He was the one guy that fluctuated between X Division and the regular roster seamlessly. But as he's getting older, I think he's realizing there's easier ways to entertain the crowd than, hurting himself for the sake of being entertaining. But then it goes to show that he hasn't lost the ability to bust out something like that and pull out a crazy, cool, fast, agile, hard to do spot like that.
Yeah. Which is a plus to the way WWE runs because it leaves time for those fun little moments to happen. What'd you love about Tuesday?
The last two matches of the Cruiserweight tournament.
Yep. That's what I'm putting in my love column as well.
I mean, I would have said the entirety of 205 Live, but I really didn't give much of a thought on the tag team match just because it was an obvious squash match.
It was fun to watch Revolucha just kind of doing,
or as they call themselves, Lucha House Party.
Lucha House Party, # do good lucha things.
Yeah. I mean, it's always cool because we're getting to see Lince Dorado on TV on the regular.
I've been wanting Lince Dorado for a year.
And he's winning.
Yeah.
He won the match.
Regularly.
But yeah, I mean, Buddy Murphy dropping 20 plus pounds to join the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah. No,
coming up teasing the fact that he does a stellar shooting star press.
I was like I was so excited I was so excited to see it, and then I'm like, I'm glad they saved it. Now it's going to be a second round or a quarterfinals thing. Maybe he hits that and wins and goes to the semifinals then loses. But man, I'm so okay with how they booked Buddy Murphy so far.
Yeah, and I mean it's just cool because we had such a stagnant roster on, not to say that the rosters themselves, like the people were stagnant.
Right.
It's just the roster didn't change for so long on 205 Live. And then Neville came back. And that kind of, new things can happen. Austin Aries came in. New things can happen. Enzo came in. But it's just like, they came in, but then it was kind of, they trickled in.
Yeah.
And then Austin Aries left.
Yep.
And then Enzo got fired.
And Rich Swann got taken off as well. So,
but now it's kind of like people are getting dumped into 205 Live with this new turnaround.
Right.
Because of seeing Roderick Strong on 205 Live, Mandrews, Kalisto when he got added over to the roster.
Lindsay coming up, Buddy Murphy.
They have opened the floodgates, and it's awesome to just have these combinations now that are like, oh, wow, we have more than 6 guys that we see on the regular.
Yeah.
And that's cool considering we have 2 guys who are already still on the injured list.
Yeah.
With Noam Dar and Brian Kendrick.
Absolutely.
That, we can have 2 people that are injured, and we can still say, wow, the Cruiserweight division is still exciting.
And that's even better because now we know that if we do keep Buddy Murphy around, if we do potentially keep Roderick Strong around, if Mandrews makes more appearances, and now with the entirety of Revolution, now we can reintroduce Noam Dar and Brian Kendrick with new cast of characters.
Yeah.
And it's just, and who's to say more people won't join at that point? There's rumors of Leo Rush getting put on 205 Live, which would be awesome. So, yeah. But even with all the new faces, my love was Mustafa Ali versus Jack Gallagher.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it's funny because they had a feud that we kind of when they had a feud early on.
Right. That
we kind of feel just really stagnated.
Yeah, I mean it was a transition thing where Mustafa was kind of going for the championship, but then not, and then Jack was kind of fluctuating between whether people liked him or not. Sometimes he was kind of hit and miss at the time, and so I think the two of them going against each other at that time, where the matches were good, they weren't either of these guys' potential.
Yeah, and it was Vince's character-driven idea of, it's like, oh, we're going to turn Jack Gallagher heel now and do that kind of thing. And then, well, obviously, there was a thing, we didn't get a lot of cool stuff from Mustafa Ali at the time because he really doesn't have a gimmick.
Yeah.
His real niche is the fact that he's athletic.
Yeah.
He's flippy, which Vince doesn't know how to make that an actual gimmick.
No. And then watching, after seeing what Seth did on Raw last night, and then watching Mustafa almost kind of replicate it in a 205 Live sense in one specific match, I like more of that. That makes me invest in that person that can, it's not the same thing as Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns powers up and all of a sudden he can destroy. Mustafa Ali, despite doing all these flippy moves, was still selling the arm that Jack Gallagher had destroyed.
No, I mean, not to off tangent, but that's a terrible habit that Roman Reigns needs to break, is not
selling damage.
Yeah, it gets a little flip where he can become impervious to anything that's happened prior to the match, prior to that time in the match.
Yeah.
The Cruiserweights are outdoing the top guy.
Was there anything you disliked?
Besides having to see Titus on a Tuesday. Bludgeon Brothers outfits. What else happened?
I'm scrolling through
I'm
scrolling through notes here.
I'm at this point I'm over Shane and Daniel.
Yeah, no, that needs to stop.
It's getting old because it felt like we were getting to a point where there needed to be the blow off,
and then it kept happening.
And there was no blow off. It got to this point where it just felt like they were gonna with that time where they were doing the whole special referee shtick.
Yeah.
That needed to be where they announced if these guys were gonna have a match.
Yeah.
Or if Brian was gonna have to pick somebody and have have him fight Shane on his behalf. Something there needed to be, or one of them was going to get fired. Something that needed to be right then and there. And so now it's because we had the tension just building up. I was doing it off camera; nobody could see over there. The tension's building up, and now like we're just this. We have completely plateaued.
Yeah, we're doing the same thing every single week, and it doesn't make me go, ooh. I can't believe that Randy Orton got the match and not Jinder Mahal, and I can't believe it's not a triple threat. It's going to be probably going to be a triple threat at Mania at this point.
Yeah.
That's probably what we're going to get for the United States title. But yeah, that needs to stop. You know what else needs to stop? Those fucking graphics. You don't need a graphic for the entirety of the New Day entrance. No. Stop it. Stop it. The on the Tron was fine, and then you added on the screen shit. Stop it. I know.
Add more graphics because it pisses him off.
Add more graphics and I'll punch him in the face. Him. Again, we're doing so many things in front of us. All right, but with that being said, that is it for Tuesday Night Live.
It's
not. No?
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Click the links down below.
There are so many links.
There's a podcast link.
That's the link that says SoundCloud.
And there's Reasonable Wrestling
It's
fans.
reasonable with the W like wrestling.
Yay!
Yay!
Where we will have a brand new unboxing video coming out this Friday.
What?
That's right. Check it out.
What?
It's gonna be good. And then there's punishment videos. We got a few of those we got to get to. And then, of course, there's all the other random videos we do. We want to know what other videos you'd like to see, so let us know there.
Potential new series coming up over there.
Let us know there. Let us know here what types of videos you want to see. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
And as always, fuck Mojo.
Because he was not
Glad for that.